The past couple monthly events in Red Dead Online have given us amazing opportunities to grind money, like the 2 times Trader has had double money sales in 2 separate months, and Moonshine sales were also paying out double before too. And for the entirety of the month of March, the Bounty Hunter role just got even better with more double and even triple money payouts. Today on the show, we'll be breaking down the absolute best ways of farming tons of money this month in Red Dead Online by utilizing these bonuses, and in some cases, players can make over $1,000 per hour just by doing a few bounties. So with that said, let's get started. If you enjoyed this video at any point, or if you just find it helpful, let me know by dropping a like on it. And if you want to stay up to date and in the loop with everything Red Dead Redemption 2 and Red Dead Online, consider hitting that subscribe button with your bell notifications turned on. We've already gone over the bonuses and what they are in our Tuesday update video where we discussed all the changes for the month of March, so just jumping right into the money farming methods, legendary bounties are paying out triple money and XP, and I highly recommend that you start off your gaming session getting one of these out of the way. Normally, you're looking at around $175 in about 12 minutes of time by completing a top tier bounty, and we'll get into which ones are top tier in just a moment. But now with triple money, you'll actually be making over $525 for the same amount of time and effort put into the grind. 12 minutes is that sweet spot for optimal gold, money, and XP earned in the shortest amount of time possible. And of course, this may sound like old news for those who have been playing the game for a while, but with these bonuses appealing to newer players, I'd like to quickly get you up to speed. The more time you take completing missions in RDO means the more currency, whether it's gold or money, that you'll be earning. Speeding through missions actually hurts you in the long run just because you're sacrificing lots of money and gold over time, despite you actually completing more missions. Seems counterintuitive, yes, but that's just the way the gameplay loop in RDO works out. So while I personally recommend you take the usual 12 minutes to complete these missions, ensuring you get paid 32 gold nuggets for 12 minutes of your time, plus the $525 during a top tier legendary bounty, you can also opt for the 30-minute method, which is essentially the time and pay cap for RDO missions. If you take longer than 30 minutes to complete a mission, you will not get paid for any of that extra time spent. The pay cap is 48 gold nuggets, and in the case of triple money legendary bounties, it's $675. Granted that you're doing a 5-star legendary bounty, and it's a top tier one. But let's quickly break down what a top tier bounty is. There's 3 tiers of bounties in the game, and each tier has a different base payout, and that marks the difference of them. They all pay out the same amount of gold and money for the same amount of time spent, but the base pay differs between them, and when a bounty is triple money like they are right now, the base pay is amplified 3 times as well. Top tier legendary bounties refer to bounties like ADIOS, which most players opt for hunting down for an easy farming and grinding method because of the cheesing ability, allowing you to literally wait for her to walk into you basically, and then you capture her without ever needing to fire a single bullet. But there's also other bounties that are top tier like Virgil Edwards, Tobin Winfield, Red Ben Clemson, and Carmela Montez. These bounties have the highest base payout in the game and will all result in $525 earned if you spend 12 minutes for completing the mission, or $675 for spending a half hour on them. Mid-tier bounties refer to Jeanbo Finley, Yukon Nick, Philip Carlier, and the Owl Hoot family, where you also make good money but will pay out $600 for 30 minutes spent on their mission. And finally, the lowest paying bounties are Barbarella Alcazar, Cecil C. Tucker, and the Wolfman, which will all pay $525 for 30 minutes spent. Now, hopefully you can see the difference the base payout makes this week with these bounties. 12 minutes on a top tier bounty pays out the same amount of money as a bottom tier bounty pays for 30 minutes of your time. Now, I'm not here to tell you what you have to play. I'll be playing them all because it just keeps things fresh for me personally, and I also just can't deal with hunting down the same character 150 times in a month over and over without switching it up, but I will do a fair share of each. Now, I just want you to know the money you're either sacrificing or you could be making depending on which mission you choose to play, so there's all the info there. Once one of these legendary bounties is completed, you're going to need to wait a full 48 minutes or basically one in-game day to start another because of the cooldown timer. And in those 48 minutes, I suggest you play 2 to 3 infamous bounties as they're also paying out triple money. Same strategy applies here. Spend 12 minutes on each of these infamous bounties, as 12 minutes of work will result in $104 of pay. Now back to what I was saying earlier about how the game punishes you for going through a mission super fast. Well, in the case of triple money on infamous bounties, you could actually complete them as fast as possible if you'd like. I did the Blackwater infamous bounty and spent 6 minutes going after my target as seen in yesterday's gameplay, and I actually made $47.50 cents for just 6 minutes of my time. The money that can be made this month is absolutely unreal. Then we have double money and double XP on regular bounties, free roam bounty hunter events, and even player bounties, and that can mean big money too, but when infamous bounties can be done instead, granted you have the prestigious bounty hunter license acquired, you might as well run those because even without a bonus, the infamous bounties still pay more at a base level than regular bounties. Not by much, but when any form of RDO content pays triple, the difference is totally amplified like I was talking about before. Now, all in all, a good strategy for this month to maximize cash is focus on one legendary bounty and a few infamous bounties each hour you're playing. If you need to focus on Trader or Moonshiner, take time out of your infamous bounty grind if you want. But again, with triple money, the difference between one Moonshine sale per hour and the money that can be made strictly from focusing on infamous bounties is minimal. Not to mention, if you're getting bored with the more passive ways of making money like the Moonshiner and Trader roles, the Bounty Hunter role is the most action-packed role we have in the game, and I definitely appreciate it for that reason. Of course, you need to take into account for loading times and also the time it takes to run to different bounty boards to start infamous bounties. You know, of course, we can't get our grinding time down to 1 hour flat for this, but one legendary bounty and 3 infamous bounties shouldn't take you more than an hour and change if you stick to that 12-minute method, and that means you're making $837 in just over an hour. Multiply that by 33 days, which is the amount of days left until this event and the double money and triple money bonuses expire, and then you'll be looking at over $27,621 this month. All for less time spent than would be needed for completing the story mode of Red Dead Redemption 2. Now, with that being said, I do hope these tips and this money guide has helped those of you who need it, and for those of you who are really stuck because they have too much money and they feel like they have nothing else left to spend it on, I totally feel you. I continue to play Red Dead Online daily, but I do still make sure to mix things up with either Warzone and some other games like Battlefield 4 and Battlefield 1 with my friends. I also think we're going to try out Sea of Thieves together soon, so I'm excited for that. If anyone's looking for some friends to game with or make, my Discord has over 10,000 active members, and we play on all platforms: Xbox, PlayStation, PC, Stadia, Switch, you name it. Go check it out. With all that being said though, we'll be wrapping things up right here. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video today, and if you did, hopefully I earned your like on it. And of course, if you are new to my channel and you want to stay up to date with all the best Red Dead Online and Rockstar Games content, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out on a single thing we post here on the channel. We consistently talk about updates, news, information, tips, tricks, and even leaks, and we'll keep you guys updated here on the channel daily, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you want to follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, those are the best places to get connected with me outside of YouTube, and you're more than welcome to ask me any questions on those platforms. You can follow me at HazardousHDTV, and all of my social media links can be found in the description down below. With that being said, thank you all so much for watching, everyone. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys in the next Red Dead Online video. Adios, amigos.